Yo, what's good everyone? OJ here. Welcome to another video. Today we've got some interesting information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we are starting off on more information about the rumored Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Nintendo Switch bundle, and Nintendo Soup has uncovered some new information that definitely leads to believe that this is happening. Now on the Best Buy or US retailer Best Buy's website, they have some SKU or stock keeping units, and everything is lining up with a brand new SKU that was found that's very similar to their findings and which was later revealed for the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Switch bundles. So it does look like this is happening here. You guys are seeing the SKU and the pictures in the inventory right here, and this is something that I do think that will be happening, and I just wanted to kind of follow up a little bit more on the information because we talked about it, but it definitely looks like it is. So maybe if you're holding out for that Nintendo Switch, if you haven't bought one yet, you might want to wait to see what else is revealed, or you can get the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, or you can just buy the standard bundle, however you feel like doing it. But these things are always interesting because you want to let people know, right? Like, you don't want people to go out there and buy a Nintendo Switch right now at this point if they really wanted a cool Super Smash Bros. Edition. So that's why I'm going to try to stay on top of this for you guys. Now, giving you guys a little bit more on my thoughts about this, I talked to a source that I do have within Best Buy, and he also stated that he feels like this is going to happen. Now, I remember back in the day when I went to GameStop and I talked to one of the managers there about a Super Smash Bros. Bundle for the Nintendo 3DS, he flat out told me, hey, look, this is what's going to happen, and it actually ended up happening. I think my video that I made ended up catching on with some sites like Go Nintendo and stuff, so I was featured on there. But I do think that Nintendo is definitely going to bring out some type of Super Smash Bros. Bundle. We saw that with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That is their big game for the holiday season with Pokemon, November, Black Friday, and then you have the big one in December with Super Smash Bros. So I would not be surprised if we did see some bundles on there. Also, what Nintendo's been doing is kind of revising their older games and making them like the collector's editions, kind of like with a strategy guide in there. I know they did that with Legend of Zelda. They're doing that with a couple other games as well. But I also think some of the other titles that they have going into the fall season are going to be big for them. We've talked about Super Mario Party on the Nintendo Switch. This is the first time in the franchise history that it does have online play. It doesn't have the board games where you can play all of that, but you will have like a mini game rush mode. You will have online rankings. So it's a nice step in the right direction, maybe for the next one, or maybe even for DLC. Maybe they added in some new gameplay options. I don't really think anything is off the table at this point, but I'm really happy to see Super Mario Party finally getting some online multiplayer, even if it isn't the full thing just yet. I also think Starlink Battle for Atlas, the Star Fox stuff in there is awesome. If you watch my live streams PE live, you guys already know how I feel about Starlink Battle for Atlas, but for those who haven't seen it yet, I think that Starlink Battle for Atlas is everything that I wanted Star Fox to evolve to years ago. I think back in like 2013, I made a video when it comes to what I would like to see from the next Star Fox game on the Wii U, because I thought maybe it'd come to the Wii U around that time, but we got Star Fox Zero, which is definitely not what I was looking for. But I wanted like an open space exploration and shooting type of game to where you can swap parts, you can customize, you can upgrade, and that's exactly what Starlink Battle for Atlas is. And you can play as Star Fox the whole time in that game. And on top of that, there's actually even exclusive missions for the Nintendo Switch version with Star Fox and crew where you're hunting down Wolf. So that is awesome. So to me, that's almost like a first party release with that extra content in there. So October is going to be really big for the fall season. And I feel that that 1-2 punch of Starlink Battle for Atlas and Super Mario Party are going to do well for the Nintendo Switch, especially in October, because Red Dead Redemption and like Call of Duty are coming out, and I think PlayStation and Xbox owners are really just going to be playing those games, and I feel that those are kind of like a good sidestep from what else is going on in the industry. November's also looking to be really good with Pokemon, and then of course the fall one like we talked about with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So overall, I think Nintendo's going to have a really good holiday. I do think that this Smash Bros. Bundle is true, especially when you stack it up and you line it up to these next SKUs like we're seeing here with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee each getting one of their own bundles. And I know some of you guys are saying, okay, well, why is the discrepancy in price from the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee to the Super Smash Bros. Bundles? And really the big thing here is the Pokeball Plus. In the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee bundle, you actually get a Pokeball Plus controller in there, and I would hope that it's not a pre-installed or download copy. I would hope they actually give you the game, because with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, It's actually a pre-installed copy in Europe and a download code in the US. So I'm hoping that they actually give you the case in there, but if they don't, whatever, play the game. Obviously it's Smash Brothers, so people are going to be playing it like crazy anyway, but I'll probably pick up the Smash Brothers bundle because I love Smash Brothers. It's my favorite franchise along with Fire Emblem, and I want like the custom Smash Brothers Switch if that turns out to be real, which it's really looking like it's going to be. So what do you guys think about all these new develops with this Smash Brothers bundle fall season? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving to the next topic here. This is something that I haven't discussed much, but I kind of wanted to get into it because it's very interesting. So the Belgian government has launched an official criminal investigation into EA after the company refuses to stop their loot box practices from FIFA 19. So the Belgian government, they said that, hey, loot boxes are a form of gambling. It needs to be removed or changed if you're going to have our game in the country. And EA said, you know what? Screw you and your government and your laws. We will keep our loot boxes in FIFA 19 for your Belgian consumers. And the Belgian government said, okay, you guys want to play that way? Fine, we're going to launch a criminal investigation. So here's the thing, guys. Every single country, every single state, whatever the case is, they make laws, all right? And if you don't follow those laws, chances are there's going to be problems for you. Now, with EA to say to the Belgian government, which made the laws in their country, and for them to not remove that, at least from that area, whether it's an IP ban or something like that, from getting loot boxes, for them to say, screw you and your like government and your laws, we're gonna do what we want because we're EA, is incredibly pompous, incredibly cocky of EA. Look, they can keep their loot boxes in everywhere where it's legal, but if a government comes out and says this is going to be illegal because we have formalized it as gambling and it's a problem, then you need to follow that. There's not any type of moral law that Belgium is breaking or rights or anything like that. Basically, they're saying, hey, this is a form of gambling. We're going to sanction it. There's going to be problems, and EA didn't listen. EA just says, we're going to do it anyway. So they've launched a formal investigation, and I think that EA probably isn't sweating too much on it because it's just Belgium. Now, if there's more countries that kind of hop into the mix, then I can see where, you know, EA would really start sweating it more. But it does seem like Belgium is going to be going after them pretty hard. And I think that EA is being very cocky on this one. What they should have done was talk to the Belgian government kind of behind the closed doors and said, hey, look, what we can do is this for your area, for your country. We're going to make sure that we remove them because this is the law. There's not really anything else that you can do. But the fact that they're actually going into it and saying they're launching a formal like a criminal investigation is definitely a big deal. Now, I don't know how far this can get and exactly how they're going to stop them, because it's like, okay, they tell them to stop doing it, and then what? I mean, do they have Belgian representatives from EA that can be arrested for this type of thing? It almost seems like this would be like an international type of deal, and there's no real international type of policing agency that would stop EA. So that's the only thing that's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. Like exactly what is going to happen with this. How are they going to pull in? Like, let's say they're found guilty. EA is found guilty of all of this, right? And how are they going to punish them? What are they going to do? Are they going to ban the sales of FIFA 19 in the country? That would be the only thing that I can think of, is that they just ban the sales of FIFA 19 in the country. For example, I know in Germany for a long time, I know in Germany for a very long time, they banned anything to do with like the Nazi regime or anything like that. You couldn't have any type of games or type of stuff to do with that. I think that might have lifted. Or for example, like China, they banned all different types of consoles coming in until recently when that ban was lifted. I think that might be the only thing that they're going to be able to do, is pretty much just tell EA, well, skip you and your game, and we're not going to accept FIFA 19 here. But we'll have to wait and see what they do. I think this is extremely interesting with this whole loot box stuff and all of that. And just to give you guys just a little bit on my opinion, I think many of you guys already know, but I can't stand this FIFA loot boxes. I'm not a fan of loot boxes at all when it comes to $60 full price games. Like if it's cosmetic stuff, I get that, I understand it. Overwatch, there's a lot of games that do it, but I think that games like FIFA Ultimate Team, where you have basically whole online leagues, you have such a huge part of the game where you can do this type of thing, and it's like, oh well, the more that you spend, and it seems to me like it's rigged, that you really got to spend a lot of money in order to do well on that, and it's a whole part of the game. I'm not down with that. I'm not down with buying a game with that. Even though there's other modes in FIFA, even though that there's online and other stuff, Ultimate Team is still a thing. And I remember playing Madden Ultimate Team and just thinking, man, it's going to take me forever to get any type of quality players unless I buy something. So it's a cool type of mode that includes trading cards and everything, but it's completely screwed by the monetization and the loot boxes and what they do there, to where it's a mode that it's not even worth having for me. So I'm not down with it. Definitely, I'm not buying any Madden loot boxes. I'm not buying any FIFA loot boxes. I'm not buying any of their sports games that do that crap. So that's just my personal opinion on there. I know some of you guys might like the Ultimate Team and all that, but it's just not for me. So we'll see what happens with this whole loot box situation in Belgium. I think there's going to be a lot of twists and turns with this one. So let me know what you guys think about the different topics that we discussed here today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.